Stevenson, and you are with JCAL Educational Series. And this is lesson number 4. If this is your first time, you can always go back to the other ones. If not, you can join from here and still go back. Okay, so now we're going to concentrate on doing the sun. We're going to mix our yellow with the orange. See it? How it's changing? And we're going to make our sun. Remember, the sun is not actually yellow. So, here we go. I'm going to bring it in here. And so what I did already is I did the skyline. And I used the dark blue and I used the light blue together. So the clouds are just the white canvas. That's all it is. Just mixed in between. You didn't have to use a white paint. I just used the canvas actually. So now, here we go. We're going to do our sun. Fill it in. We're going to come down. Come down. We're going to come down. Come down like right here. So I'll try to make like a half moon, so to speak. And come right here. Bring it down. There you go. So mix it together. Or if you want to just do your sun, you want to just do it all yellow, it's up to you. It's your painting. Have fun with it. This one that I'm doing is going to be the yellow and orange together. You can see it's mixed. Take your brush, do like half circles, and come down and keep going if you want to do it like that. And go straight up. Here we go. There you go. Remember, this part is curved, so it's like a half circle. And come in a little bit if you're not happy with it. Okay. And I'm going to add my yellow and orange mixture together. Come back again. And mix it up. There we go. And I'm one for going to the edge of the canvas. So we're covering up this part of the canvas. And we're going to come to the top of it as well. Okay. So here we go. There we go. Take your brush, take your time, do that half circle. If it's not, like right here, it's not good, just come back down, take your time, curve it. There we go. Curve it. You can always add some more yellow and orange together. I just wanted to take the time out for just a minute. I mean, you don't really have to do, you don't have to do this, but just in case you wanted to do sort of like make the sun like a 2D, you can just take the paint, make it a little bit, as much as you can, the thicker part, and take it a little stroke so it's a little thicker. I don't know if you can see it in here. See how it's like a little thicker here, so it's like coming out? You can do it like that if you want. So that way, once it dries, it'll have texture to it. It's up to you. I usually like to paint like that. Sometimes when I paint, I do 2D and 3D. So I like the paint to feel like it's jumping off the canvas. Okay? So now, we did that. So there goes our sun. Are you happy with it? I hope you're happy with it. Okay, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back and fix this only because the blue from the sky is coming into our sun, and we don't want that to happen. So, I'm gonna just come and cover it up a little bit. There we go. Much better. There. Now I'm happy. Remember, when you're doing that half circle, just take your time. You don't want to do what I just did and go over. Okay. So now we're gonna take the brush and we're gonna put it in our water. And we're gonna finish up our skyline now. Take our blue, mix it together a little bit. Now mix, 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 mix. So I'm gonna come a little bit. Try not to go, make sure you don't go into the sun now. Come over. There we go. Make it a little bit darker. Because mixed together, so now it looks a little bit gray. So you just use your dark blue and come back up, as close as possible. There we go. There you go. Okay. There we go. There. Now, if you want, you can bring your skyline down a little bit more. Like I said, it's your painting. Take your time. It's up to you. Remember, you don't really need to use, white because the canvas is already white. So you can just take it and do like a little slight swoop, sort of like the waves, just back and forth. I know it might seem like I'm doing it a little fast. Just take your time and do it like that. Okay, so now what I wanted to concentrate on is we're going to do the park bench. I'm going to do a bench. I know all of you have been to a park before. So now we're going to do I'm just going to make sure my brush is good. Okay. Okay. So now when we do the park bench, it's not going to be complicated at all. It's going to be really, really, really easy. We are going to start off and we're going to make a letter. We're going to make the letter H. And so now you're going to decide where on the canvas you wanted to put the bench. I decided to put the bench right here only because it looks like a little hill, but what it is the bench is going to be here. So it's going to be on top of the grass. So once the bench is on top of the grass is really not going to grow up. It's not going to get that high. So I decided to put the bench right here. So now we're going to do the letter H. I'm going to take the brown, dark brown, you can use black, whatever you want to use. And I'm going to do the lines. So we're going to do one line. And then we're going to do another line, which we're going to cover up this tree more than likely. I mean this leaf, okay. That's fine. Okay. So now we're going to make the letter H. Just come across. You can do the line as thick as you want. It's up to you. So now it looks like a little bed. So you just learn how to do a bed if you ever get into doing that. So take your time, come across. We don't want to do it too thick, and we don't want to do it too thin. Okay, there you go. That's your letter H. Now, I decided to do the top part of the bench. So we're going to go slightly, just same thing, straight across. And right here, I'm going to connect it. See? There you go. You just made your first bench. And look, there's a leaf falling behind it. So now see how this part is not, it's like on a slant. You want to bring it up some, just take your time. That might be a little bit too much paint. And let's come up a little bit right here to square it off. A little bit more and come across. You want to try to make it as even as you possibly can. That's why you need the smaller brushes for the details. Okay, and we're going to bring this one down. We're going to bring it down so it's touching the grass some. Okay, and this part, get on it a little thicker. Okay, now this part right here, you can make it a little thicker, come down. There you go. And you just made your bench. If you wanted, you could also, come across and make another line. It depends on you. However you want your bench to be. Like I said, if you're doing it and you did it in black, it could be a red bench. It doesn't have to be a black bench. It could be a red bench, a green bench, a red bench, brown. You can mix a brown with the red. It's up to you. It's your painting. Have fun with it. Okay. So now I think I like it. Straight across. All right. I think I like that part. Yeah, I think I like that. So now what we're going to do is we are going to do a fountain. So this is the 4th lesson, but I want you guys to think about something that you've seen in the park. Maybe it was a fountain. Maybe it was a couple of birds. Maybe it was somebody sitting on the bench. Take your time, have fun with it, and you can actually put a person on here if you want. It's up to you. So what I'm going to do is we're going to concentrate on doing the fountain. So I decided to put the fountain right here, or the bird bath actually, for the birds. So hold on, it's a little thick. So I'm going to put it like in between the trees. So here we go. I'm doing it, and 2 lines. The second line I'm going to curve it a little bit. It doesn't have to be this thick. It's up to you. Come back, come back top to it, come to the top, and see. Okay, so now, before I finish this part, I'm going to concentrate on doing, I guess what I would call like the bowl that's going to hold the water for the fountain, and then I'll connect it. So I'm going to come up, say it's here, the bird bath, right? So you want to do it like this, like a smile, I guess. And you can come across like this, so it looks like a bowl. And come like this, see? Come like this. There we go. Now I'm gonna connect the fountain. Go back. Here we go. There you go. And there's your fountain. So now, I feel like this is not straight enough, so what I could do is just come down on the side right here and fix it. There we go. There we go. And if you feel like this is too thick and the top of the fountain is not, the bird bath is not wide enough, you can always extend it, so come down here some more. Right here, and round it off so it's like a half circle, and fix this part, of course.
2 minutes.
Okay, and here we go. Make this like a little straight line, but it's not going to really be too straight. Curve it a little bit. There you go. Come down again. And there you go, here's your bird bath. And then of course this part right here, you can always come back and fix it. Come back down. There you go. And there's your bird bath. So now, what we want to do too is, we want to make like a little bird. You can use black, I'm going to use the dark brown. Whatever. So you want to just make like a little swoop. So we're going to take it and like bend it down, like sort of like the top of an M, the letter M. So we're going to take it and curve it down, and they're going to go up like a V. So we're going to make it seem like the bird was flying and the bird spotted the bird bath, right? So here we go. There's like a little slight M, and here we go. So it looks like the bird is coming down. There you go. And you can always do more birds in the trees if you want. This one came out a little bit thicker, but don't worry. If it does, you can take your white paint and then you can fix it up. Don't stress. As long as you have fun with it, that's the important thing. And like I said, here's your bench, here's your bird bath, there's your bird. And your person, you can just start off with like a little circle. A little circle. A little circle here. Here's your person sitting here. Person sitting on here on the bench, enjoying the park, bring it down, make the little neck, square it off, come back down on the side, and make it look like the person is just enjoying themselves. Make sure it look like the person is touching the bench, right? So now this is going to be the arm, and then this is going to be the body. So the body is going to be a little square, just a little bit. Come a little bit down, a little bit more. There we go. So there, your person is coming together. I know right now it might not look like it, but it's going to come together. So then you're going to come here and take the leg, bring one of the legs down, come here, and bring another leg down. The legs don't have to be closed because the person is sitting comfortably on the bench, right? Just relaxing. And there we go. Now, guess what we're going to do? We're going to add some color to make it look like the person has some clothes on. Right? So we're gonna take it down and add some color, give him a shirt. See the color coming together now. See? And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna try to add some blue, some white, and color in his pants. Make him look like he has like some blue jeans on. Maybe acid wash jeans. Something like that. So now let's do a little blue, a little white, and a little white. So let's give him some sneakers, some shoes. Show you his shoes on. There we go. And there he goes, your person sitting on the park bench. If you want to get more details, you can just go in and add little dots and stuff like that for the face. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this series. Okay, so now this is our park scenery finished, but like I said, you can always go back and add more details. So if you can see the bird bath, our trees, the little boy sitting on the bench, enjoying a full day. So now you can, like I said, you can always add more detail. You can add more birds if you want, or maybe you want to do a squirrel and a tree. Just think about it. Remember, it's your painting. Have fun with it. You can always go back later, fix the trees if you don't like the way the tops of the trees came, or even the trunk of it. Even your sky. Just take your time, have fun with it. But also what I wanted to let you know is besides sceneries, I also paint people. So this is one of my paintings. This is the cartoon character 5. So she's not finished yet because I'm actually going to do her like in 2D. I'm going to add hair to it. And I'm going to put the number 5 so you know who she is. Because if you're familiar with the cartoon, the number 5, her hair is not this thick, but I decided to do a twist and change it up. Okay? So now this is another painting that I'm still working on. Right now, if you're familiar with Joe, he looks like Joe, but I'm gonna come back in and lighten him up and add some more details. And when I finish, he's going to be DMX. So just to let you know, I also do people as well. Thank you so much for having fun with me, for spending time with me. Hope to see you again. Nicole and Stevenson.